Hi, Chris. Thanks for helping my project.
Thank you for having me.
Could you say a little bit about yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm actually a cloud engineer, so I'm always in the clouds. No, that's a bad joke. Yeah, I basically help companies take their stuff on premise and move it to the cloud computing world.
Well, I'm also in computers. I got an even worse joke for you.
Uh huh.
Do you know what you call a cloud that's next to the ground?
No, what?
Fog.
that's that's bad
Yeah.
actually. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Did you know that NASA is planning to send people to the moon in 2024?
I know it's called Project Artemis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think about it?
I think it's great. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't done it sooner. They're already planning for Mars and all that, and they have all that kind of geared up. But I'm surprised we haven't gone to the moon earlier. So I think that's great.
Now, if you look back 500 years, you have Christopher Columbus coming from Europe over to North America,
Right.
and there's been like an explosion of development since then, Industrial Revolution,
Mm-hmm.
air flight and rockets, and we've pretty much conquered the entire globe. I mean, we have
Right.
people in Antarctica and what have. If you project forward 500 years, how far do you think we get?
Oh, that's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think we fall short in our imagination of where we could be.
Uh,
Physics are, leaping out pretty fast. Rocket technology is, but I think my main concern is that space is so vast, right?
Yeah.
It's so big, and just traveling, to the next star would, just take 1 year traveling at the speed of light, right? So I think we're probably gonna get beyond Mars. I just don't know how far from that. And I don't know if we're gonna even be here 500 years from now. That would be a pretty good feat on itself, right?
just surviving, huh?
Yeah, just surviving. If we make it 500 years from now, that'd be great.
Now, the 1990s was a transformative era, decade for computers and the internet.
It was huge, yeah.
I mean, at 1990, you go up to somebody and talk about web shopping and email.
Right.
You probably have an easier time telling them about the rocket equation.
Right, that's right.
And then by 2000, everybody's doing online shopping. Most people have emails. I think the 2020s are going to be like that for space exploration.
I agree. I think that with SpaceX, with all the other agencies around the world, the collaboration with believe it or not, the Russians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the European. I think space is uniting humanity in a way that few other things are doing it, and I think that kind of collaboration and synergy is going to take us far.
But you also see kind of a little rivalry. You have the U.S. with Artemis Accords, which Canada and Japan and Europe signed. And then you have China and Russia talking about building a moon base together.
True.
So it's kind of...
Yeah, and that rivalry is always good. I mean, it goes back to the space race between Russia and the Soviet Union and the United States, right? It's like, who won that one, right?
But I think it's good as long as we compete on capabilities as opposed to sabotage.
Right, exactly.
You want the competitor to win because they were the fastest person on the track, not because they flattened the other person's bus and they didn't make it there.
And you see that with the International Space Station. It's a great collaboration between nations, especially the Russians and the Americans, right? So that's great.
And Artemis 2, that's going to have the first astronauts to go around the moon since for the first time is going to include a Canadian.
Right, and I also heard there was this Japanese, executive, very rich guy that got himself and 15 of his buddies to actually circle the moon on one of those flights.
Yeah, on a SpaceX Starship.
Yeah.
Dear Moon.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Would you take a trip to space?
I would definitely go. I would definitely take a trip in no time. Yeah.
Did you sign up for the Inspiration 4 or Dear Moon?
You know what?
Yeah?
I was late to that, but my girlfriend actually got to that one. So
okay.
I hope she makes it and sends me pictures.
Oh, for the Dear Moon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And today, Blue Origin has opened up the bidding for the first seat to fly on the New Shepard.
Oh, really? That was
Yeah.
open today?
Yeah, they're having a bidding on it. I think it's going to be more than $1 million bucks because
know.
they're doing a round of closed online bidding, then a round of live online bidding, then a round of in-person phone bidding. So
Oh, nice.
there's
nice.
somebody wants to be in the history books that probably has way more money than I do.
Maybe you and me both together, I guess. I'm gonna venture.
I really appreciate your time, Chris.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me. That was a great conversation.
Yeah.